tuning in to another episode of the Hood Paralegal Podcast, where Corey coming at you live and direct. And this episode, we're going to be talking about education and how we need more high-impact learning practices in prison. And these are some notes from a national conference that took place in Atlanta on higher education in prison. And the main focus was, what's next? Now, that's a question that looms large for many college graduates. But for those who aren't degrees inside the traditional metrics of success don't always apply. And college graduates may continue to even sit behind bars for years, even after decades before they can enter the labor market, if at all. Maine and other states like Colorado are trying to tackle this issue through internships and employment opportunities that allow incarcerated students and graduates to put their professional knowledge and skill into practice, and in some cases earn a living wage while doing so. Employment and professional training opportunities inside were a major theme of the 2023 National Conference for Higher Education in Prison, where 800 educators, administrators, students, and alumni for dozens of prison education programs gathered in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, one of the things that's missing inside of prison is high-impact learning practice, internships, fellowships, apprenticeships, and work learning opportunities, said Ved Price, the executive director of Alliance for Higher Education in Prison, during the plenary session last Thursday. Though a number of students enrolled in prison education programs is expected to grow over the next few years, there are currently few opportunities for students to continue to develop professionally after they earn a credential. Now, he said that as the pandemic ushered in remote work more broadly and Zoom became nearly affordable and allowed, the Alliance began to think about how they may apply in a carceral setting. As a result, they, along with other organizations such as Jobs for the Future and EdTech startup Unlock Labs, began a pilot partnership with the Maine Department of Corrections to hire incarcerated students and pay them free world wages. Now, this alliance has two current fellows, Victoria Scott and Leo Hilton. In addition, some prison education programs are also looking at how they can incorporate experiential learning into their curriculum. Now, in May, North Hennepin Community College in Minnesota graduated its first class of 5 incarcerated paralegals. The paralegal students had to complete an externship during their last semester as a graduation requirement, according to Maya Johnson of the Legal Revolution. The externship through the Legal Revolution in-house law firm focused on expungements and sealing the records of legal and real clients. And many of our paralegal students have successfully won cases and gotten expungements for justice impacting individuals, Johnson wrote in the email. Now, JD students enrolled at the Mitchell-Hamlin School of Law were also able to do an externship during that summer. At the same time, their outside classmates typically do externships and internships because they were still enrolled in classes and they had some internet and tech access. And while the students were not paid for externships, they did receive academic credit. Now, internships have always been a valuable tool for gaining experience as an entry-level professional, and incarcerated students are no different, wrote Mary Finsky, a paralegal program director, in the email. And most importantly, these internships allow the incarcerated students to give back to the community without any expectation of reward, and that's extremely and incredibly powerful step toward restorative justice. Now, in closing, it's basically they came to a conclusion that individuals in prison, when they do their college programs, get their college credits and degrees, they should be able to, just like individuals in society, to pursue an internship and apply those skills, because careers and technology and things advance on the daily. So you don't want those skills to become obsolete, and that makes sense. So it's a good plan, and I'd like to see everybody comments on what y'all think. Do y'all think individuals incarcerated should be afforded more internships and able to earn living wages while in prison and not be paid petty cents? And next episode, I'm going to hit on the case for living wages for jobs inside prison, because we are currently being paid less than the minimum wage, and you got individuals like myself and it's a lot of other brothers that refuse to work for cents when they trying to make people put in real hours for living wages. And even in the state of Wisconsin, the minimum wage for tip workers is like $2.33, and they just proposed a legislation to start paying inmates minimum wages. So we'll see how that goes. But I think we should get compensated for our work because you're putting in the real work. So I'm going to tune in and tap into that next week. But I'd like to see y'all comments on, the internships.
All calls other than properly placed attorney calls may be monitored and recorded.
Externships and internships for incarcerated individuals. Thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Hood Paralegal. Success to everyone. And Happy New Year's once again. And stay blessed and stay focused.